It's not going good.
Well, no, just because I'm...
If you lost it, then
In your head,
I'll just have to jump down there and get it, wouldn't I? Wouldn't that be a
I'll
disaster?
be wasting energy.
buy a new one.
Buy a new one. That'd be
From the bush shop.
from the bush shop there. But if a guy's going,
Man,
you know.
the other knife that I had a really good one made in Spain, and I dropped that out of the side of my bloody canoe. This is about, oh Christ, that like 10 years ago. I dropped out of the side of my canoe, and I was like, you fuck. Alright, and I was in a situation, I was canoeing down the Arara River, and I'm like, what am I going to do here?
And what? Like,
So I pulled over, and I sat and I thought about it, and I thought, well look, I can spend, you know, half a day trying to find that bloody knife, okay, or I'm not going to have a knife for a week. So I spent, well I didn't half a day, I spent a day and a half finding that knife, and I've still got, yeah, it's at home.
what, just in the water? You trade
Yeah,
it?
well, because it was pretty deep and it's gone down, and by the time you get down to the bottom, it was like 6 meters or something deep. So it's pretty hard to hold your breath, and it's pretty dark in there as well because it's not very clear water. But that was the situation, you know. That was the situation I was in. I was an idiot.
What, so you went away, slept, and then came back?
Yeah, I just slept in the canoe on the side of the river. Okay, now. So what we're doing here, just trying to embed this in here.
You let it go out.
Okay, just to get it started.
Where's that lighter? Yeah.
Okay, so that's basically embedding in there now. Okay.
Smell it.
Okay, good. Now that's embedded. Which means, see how it's made a perfect little cup? That's for the end of my fire stick to go in. Okay, now what I'm going to do, just got to cut a little notch out of the side here, because what this does, okay,
Was it out?
it concentrates the heat in one area, Rob. That's what it does, all right? Because when you spin this around, it's got to go around, you got to spin it to 800, it's got to get to 800 degrees Fahrenheit, okay? And then what that does, it concentrates that all in one spot, and it'll actually get that hot.
Ignite.
It will self-ignite, exactly.
Awesome. Or sombre.
Okay, I'm going to put my hat on, so that way, with a bit of luck, we just got to hope one little drop doesn't go gadoo straight down on that. So now what we've got to do is we've got to put another piece just on here, okay? So then that way that's going to catch, instead of being inside there, because it's going to be hard for it to actually light, that's much better like this, okay? So, what we do, actually it should be right, but there's been no dropping on here so far, I've been noticing. Okay. So we're going to have a practice first.
Right, practice.
Now, you're back, forth, back, forth. I'm keeping it straight up and down. It's very important, okay? Straight up and down, okay? And a bit of pace, and all the way to the bottom. When you get there, you stop, okay? And then my hands, excellent. You're very good at it. You're a natural.
Yep.
Fantastic. Yeah, don't let go until my hands are on it.
Ah.
That's it, and hold. Fuck, you're a machine, dude.
Looking good, girl.
You smell it.
You can see it.
And you finally found something you're good at.
Andy's, mate, I'm not kidding. I've been doing fire with friction with many people for many years, and me and Andy
are pros.
Exactly. Because you know what?
You got it?
You're not.
Hey, he doesn't need me to do anymore.
Because you know what?
Got an ember.
You embarrassed me.
He's done it.
Okay.
Get in.
Gold.
Well done, Andy.
Okay, just hang on to this. That's how you do it. It's easy, yeah? So we made a fire in the rain with 2 sticks. You can do it.
Wrap it over. I've seen this on Ray Mears. This is so cool to see.
Okay.
Andy, you can't see
So
nothing.
just,
So, can I move that now?
Really? Oh, no, actually, I've seen it the other day and we just
Yeah. You burn that shit, Paul. You burn that shit.
Alright.
okay.
Oh, that's a great picture.
Burn. Sick.
Keep going. Don't stop.
Now what I've got to do is I've got to try to concentrate that heat because I don't have anything that's really mega combustible here, okay? what the problem is here, some of the heat's escaping as I go. Okay, so I've just got to be careful here. I don't fuck the whole scenario. Okay, but
I'm gonna move.
Okay.
okay, I need more.
Right. Is that like a call for help?
Stop trying to copy him.
Like a smoke.
Video. With coffee and the board. Simple.
How do I always get this?
Simple flavor.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good thing. Yeah.
Oh, come on, you bastard. Everything's wet. That's our problem here.
So we're gonna do it.
Yeah, it fucking is. Paul's not
Luckily,
I have a lighter.
luckily I've got a cigarette lighter in here. No, luckily. Oh no, I don't. I don't have that other shit with me. Okay. That's all right. Then we just got to be persistent. All right, come on, guys. I need some more dry stuff. Let's get together on this one. I need some more perfectly dry stuff. Okay, we've got to make some more of this stuff before this goes out. Okay, we've got to increase the size of our fireball and try to increase our heat. Got to be dry, dry. Yep.
Back.
Teamwork.
Yay! To the way. All right. So, it took a bit of persistence, okay, but we see we can do it, okay? I've already done it, guys.
Sila, try it.
Make it bigger.
No, we don't need to because we don't want to set the fucking... Ah, yes, sunglasses don't burn, mate. I said dry firewood. Okay, so look, the other thing that was important I didn't mention here, the main reason I put this on here, okay, because when it starts, I don't want to burn this wood, okay, because that's just a stupid thing to do, isn't it, okay? But mostly, because when I get this fire going, I don't want the moisture coming up underneath the fire and putting it out. So this has got a good fire base, and even better, dudes, is now what I can do, because I was smart enough to put it, you can move it where you need it, all right? So you make it straight on the ground, you can't move it around, all right? So that is a good, smart way to make fire. Always have a base down, and this stuff works good. Again, because the fire is on this, it's cool bananas. Okay, so and now what I would be doing, okay, is before I got this done, I'd obviously had all my firewood ready, but I'd also be going like this. I'd be putting lots of stuff next to it to start drying that shit out. Especially because it's raining now, I want to try to get all this stuff as dry as I can. But luckily for us, paper bark is actually quite flammable, and so even if it's a bit wet like this stuff here, it still should, you know, burn quite nicely. All right, so you guys can see. Look, it's not. Don't be a fool. Carry a cigarette lighter with you. All right. Look, making fire with 2 sticks looks good, but it's totally impractical in most situations. Okay. And to do that by yourself, now I can do it, okay, but that's why I've got blisters on my hands, and that's why I've had blisters on my hands for 20 years from doing it by myself and practicing. Luckily we had fucking iron hands over here to give us a hand. I reckon there's no problems at all, Andy. You could really do this by yourself, man, and I'll tell you, mate, it's rare for somebody to just get it first go. So fucking, you get a gold star, mate. Good on you. He does get a gold star. And you guys will know, because what we're going to do is, does anybody else want to have a go at doing this?
Yeah.
Good? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so, well, look, this is our options, guys. We're running out of time. We've got about, what, half an hour left?
It's going up to the half hour.
Okay, so look.
What plants can we use? Psychoactive plants.
What?
Psychoactive plants.
What we can do, I reckon what we'll do now, because the rain has eased off a little bit, let's get out of this thing and put this fire out first. Okay, let's get around the other side, let's have a bit of a throw around with a spear. Yeah, we'll have a look at a few other little plants around here, and then we'll slowly make our way back to the hostel. I've just realised that 4.5 hours is nowhere near enough to give you guys a good education on this concept, because there's so many other things that we haven't talked about, okay? But so maybe what I'll do is next week I might increase it, make it a longer walk. I'll see how I go. But also I think for how much your brains can handle, this is sort of borderline now. You know what I mean? When you do 6 hours, I notice people suddenly go, whoa, dude, if I can shut up, you know. So, so Anyway, let's do that. So, one other thing you guys know, you guys already know this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. What does fire need to burn?
Oxygen.
Oxygen. So, obviously, our way best bet is out is like this. Yeah. Okay. And just to hold that down there. Don't let the oxygen get in there.